What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to test if ChatGPT and Codex can help me build a complete hotel booking system from scratch using PHP, MySQL, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap and JavaScript. Starting today with an empty project, and by the end of this video I want to have a working booking system with an admin panel. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, I have a completely empty project. No files, no database, nothing have been built yet. Instead of jumping straight into coding, I always like to start by planning the project first, because it saves a lot of time later. The first thing I'm going to do is ask ChatGPT to help me organize this project. I'm not asking it to write all the code yet. I just want a clear roadmap so I know what needs to be built first and what comes after. A lot of people skip this step, but having a plan makes the whole development process much easier. But firstly, it's nothing, you think it's waste of time, but when the project gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you see that you need to organize it better. Alright, ChatGPT has finished generating the plan, so let's take a look at what it came up with. Honestly, this is exactly why I like planning before writing my code. Instead of jumping straight into random files, we now have a clear roadmap for the whole project. The first thing we're going to build is the booking functionality, where users can select their check-in and check-out dates, choose a room, fill in their details, and submit a reservation. Every reservation will be stored inside a MySQL database, so nothing is hard-coded and everything can be managed properly. On the backend, we'll also have a complete admin panel where hotel staff can log in, view all the reservations, confirm or reject bookings, see which rooms are available, and manage everything from one place. That's the nice thing about building project this way. Instead of trying to remember everything in your head, you already know what you're building and what order. The plan looks solid, so now let's see if Codex can actually turn all of this into a working project. Now it's time for the fun part. Instead of asking ChatGPT to dump hundreds or even thousands of lines of code into the chat, I'm going to use Codex and let it work directly inside my project folder. This is much closer to how I actually build projects, because it can create the folder, generate the files, and organize the structure automatically. I'll give it the requirements we just planned together and let it start building the first version of the hotel booking system. I'm not expecting everything to be perfect on the first try. AI usually gets a lot right, but there are almost always things that need to be tested, improved, or fixed afterwards. That's exactly what we're going to do throughout the series. We're going to build it step by step instead of trying to finish something in one prompt. Alright, Codex has finished generating all the project files. Before we can actually run the website, we need to set up the database, because that's where all the booking and application data will be stored. For this project, I'm using Laragon, but you can also use XAMPP, VAMP, or any local PHP development environment that supports PHP and MySQL. I'll leave the links to the tools I'm using in the description if you want to follow along. Since I'm using Laragon, I've already started Apache and MySQL, so now I'll open HeidiSQL and import the database that Codex created. This step is really important, because without the database, the website has nowhere to store reservations, users, or any other information. I'll create a database, import the SQL file, and in just a few seconds we should have all the required tables ready. Perfect, everything imported successfully. If I refresh the database, you can already see all the tables have been created automatically. Let's open the website and put it to the test. Alright, the project is finally running, so let's see what we actually built. This is the main hotel booking page that users will see when they visit the website. Right now the design is very simple, because for the first episode I want to focus on getting the functionality working before spending time on the UI. I'm going to select one of the available rooms and complete a test reservation just like a real customer would. I'll enter some sample information and submit the booking. Perfect. The booking was created successfully. At this point the customer has finished their part, but now we need to make sure the booking also appears inside the administration panel where the hotel staff can manage it. This is the admin panel that Codex generated. From here, hotel staff can view every reservation that's been submitted through the website. On the first try, it's not looking bad. As you can see, the booking we just created is already here, which means the front end, backend, and database are all communicating correctly. The administrator can review the booking details, change the booking status, accept or reject reservations, and manage the hotel availability from one place. For a first version, this is already a solid foundation. We have the complete booking flow working from the customer side all the way to the administration panel. Overall, I'm really happy with how the first version turned out. We now have a working hotel booking system with a functional admin panel built using ChatGPT and Codex. The biggest thing that's missing right now is the design. In the next episode, I'm going to transform this into a modern hotel website with a proper hero section, better room cards, cleaner booking experience, and a much more professional admin interface. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow the rest of the series, make sure to subscribe. Also, I'll leave the tools that I use on the description so you can download them. And also I'll leave my Discord on there. We are a community that share free code, we share knowledge, we network together, and we build together. See you in the next series.